immigration. It's the reason your food has flavor and how the president met 66% of his wives. When Donald Trump ran for office, his platform was that he opposed illegal immigration.
And I want people to come into the country, but I want them to come in legally.
That's right, big guy. But after taking office, Trump began restricting legal immigration too. And now, thanks to Corona, it looks like he's taking it all the way.
Tonight, a new round of immigration restrictions from the White House. President Trump has signed an executive order blocking entry into the United States for at least 4 types of visas, including the H-1B visa for high-skilled workers.
They're going to press pause on a lot of these visas for foreign workers coming into the United States because of the high unemployment rate in the United States. They say, senior administration officials saying they want to see an America-first economic recovery that starts with Americans.
That's right, folks. For the time being, immigration into America is basically shut down, which is not just going to hurt new immigrants. It's going to hurt a lot of Americans too, because as a major study concluded, long-run economic growth in America would be considerably dimmed without the contributions of high-skilled immigrants. I mean, let's be honest. If you actually want to save American jobs, then you should build a wall to stop robots. But good luck with that, because if you've seen movies, you know that robots are unstoppable killing machines. And as an immigrant, personally, I'm torn by this story. You know, because on the one hand, I feel like this is yet another example of this administration's xenophobia. On the other hand, it gives me the perfect excuse to not let my African cousin come crash on my couch. Yeah, sorry, Sizwe, you can't come stay with me. Trump said you can't come in. Oh, but Trevor, I'm just a tourist. This doesn't affect me. Yeah, but I don't want to take any chances, you know. I don't want to make Trump angry. What is he now? What? Is he not angry now? Moving on to technology news. When the coronavirus pandemic began, a lot of Americans hoped that there'd be a way to use smart devices to automatically alert people if they had been in contact with anyone who tested positive for the virus. You know, it would be the ultimate fusion of high tech and public health. Well, we're not getting that. But we are getting this.
Apple Watches will soon be able to tell a user if they're washing their hands long enough to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and other illnesses. Apple says in the newest watch update, it'll let you know how long you're washing your hands. It'll set a countdown for 20 seconds, which is how long the CDC recommends we should all wash our hands. The watch will vibrate when the 20 seconds are complete.
The watch will use motion to detect hand washing and then use audio to confirm it by listening for running water or the squishing of soap.
Just when I thought Apple's best days were behind them, they come up with this, because I am sick and tired of singing happy birthday every time I wash my hands, mainly because it makes me hungry for birthday cake. So then I eat a birthday cake, but then I get icing on my hands, which means I gotta go wash my hands again, which makes me want more birthday cake, and now I have diabetes. I will say one thing that concerns me is how the Apple Watch is supposed to detect that you're washing your hands. And I mean, it's going to use hand washing motions and squishing sounds. Seems like a lot of teenage boys are going to get interrupted all day long. Also, evil villains are going to hate this new Apple Watch. And that's how we finally destroy the world.
15 more seconds. 10 more seconds.
This isn't fun anymore. And finally, let's talk about the CIA. It's America's premier intelligence agency and probably the reason for all those fireworks you're hearing at night. And now, it might also be your next job.
The CIA is looking for new spies by putting out this ad and several other versions. The agency says the ads will run nationwide on entertainment, news, and lifestyle streaming services.
It only takes one new piece of foreign intelligence, and everything can change in an instant.
Hey, I think I found something.
Your achievements, while unknown to the public, are critical to our national security.
This translation is technically accurate, but in this context, it really means this.
The nation,
We got it.
is counting on you to discover the truth.
I'll call the White House.
Start a career at the CIA and do more for your country than you ever dreamed possible.
Okay, this whole thing is weird. Why is the CIA making recruitment ads? If you're such good spies, surely you already know who you should hire. I don't want the CIA asking me to apply. I want them knocking on my door and saying, "We saw how you played FIFA, Trevor. We think you have what it takes to join the CIA." I knew it! And also, I don't know why the CIA put their contact info at the end of the ad. Right? Finding out how to contact the CIA should be the first test. If you can't figure that out, you probably shouldn't be in the CIA. And look, I also get that they want to make being in the CIA look cool and dramatic. But when it comes down to it, being a CIA agent is basically just being a real housewife. Only you get to gossip about terrorists. So I just heard that Al-Qaeda in Syria raided the home of Abu Malek al-Tali because he tried to break up with them. What a bitch. Shh, he's coming. Now, the reason the CIA is running this ad is because they're trying to recruit a more diverse workforce, and they're having trouble competing with Silicon Valley for employees. And although I see what they're trying to do, I still think that they could have been a little bit more honest about what a job at the CIA entails. And so, instead of just hoping, we tweaked the ad for them.
The world is filled with danger, and the CIA needs your help. In the Middle East, the Taliban are causing chaos. And yeah, we trained them, but now we need your help to untrain them. There's chaos all over South America. Yeah, maybe it was all those coups we did, but with your help, we can uncoup them. And while you're at it, Gary has my flash drive. I need you to get it back. It's got all my vacation photos. The world we live in today is filled with threats, upheaval, and turmoil. And we made a lot of those things worse.
Didn't we also fill the inner cities with crap?
We don't talk about that.
The CIA. We broke it. Help us fix it.